Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Platonic. You may have noticed that we are not in Jane's apartment. We are at Kingston's apartment right now. This does not signify that she has officially moved in with him. Let me just say that right now. That decision has yet to be made, all right? We're going to make sure that we get that out of the way immediately because it looks like they've settled pretty nicely. But remember that Felix actually had like a pop-up like pack and play thing over here in Kingston's office for when he watched him. But of course, with Jane having to kind of get rid of a bunch of things and trying to limit how much she had to put in storage with such a sudden move, she did bring Felix's crib over to Kingston's. And we also have like a little playmat that Kingston already had for Felix in the first place. But we are at Kingston's apartment, and that is because Jane has officially been evicted from her place. Her landlord was like, out, you haven't paid the bills in a timely manner for a long time, and I'm sick of it. And he basically had zero empathy for the situation at all. Jane was completely distraught, and I'll say like her new old friend, I suppose, Reagan over here from high school did say like, hey, come stay with me or whatever. And Jane is seriously considering it. You know, for the evening, she did have to make that very quick decision to either like get a hotel or just stay with her boyfriend. So she decided to stay with her boyfriend. Felix is still snoozing away at 9 a.m., which is wild. And let me just say, this day is already going to be chaos for poor Jane. Like, this happened at the worst time for her. Today is her last day of class. She has 2 final exams back to back. She's got her first one in 5 hours, and then the next one is in 6 hours, literally right after. She doesn't work today, thankfully. She doesn't work until tomorrow. She was able to get her old job back. She quit the soccer team. It did get rid of her athletic scholarship at that point, but her other scholarships covered the cost, so she's all good. I don't have any mods that separate like household funds, so we're just going to completely ignore the fact that she has access to all of this money that is Kingston's money because I had to combine the household. It's fine. I wasn't going to go too deep into the mods. I can just kind of story tell my way through it. Also, if you've noticed that my game looks a little bit different, I reinstalled G-Shade instead of having Reshade. Now, this was a personal choice. There was a lot of controversy around G-Shade. I don't know if anybody can shed light on it in the comments. I don't want to stir up controversy again, but I have G-Shade. It has been working beautifully, and this is a new preset. I believe, let me just open G-Shade. Don't judge me. I edited it to my liking, but I believe it is Coffee. I think it's Morning Coffee, technically, by Queen Sherlock. I made my own edits to this preset, which is why it looks the way that it does. Let me know if you enjoy it. I really, really like it. I've been using it for like some screenshots and stuff like that. And for gameplay, it's actually pretty smooth and not very intensive. And it basically just brings down the saturation a little bit and softens everything up even more than Dove 2.0 does. And I love Dove 2.0, don't get me wrong. But I figured I'd mention it because some people might notice it. And yeah, I really, really like this preset. So anyway, Kingston is up bright and early. He is actually studying his opponents right now. He kind of just gave Jane like a little peck in the morning and was like, hey, I just got to do some work. You know, don't rush in getting up. Let Felix sleep. He was super quiet when he came into the office so he wouldn't wake Felix up. But this little man is very, very hungry. So we're going to make sure that we feed him this morning. And actually, oh wait, I forgot. So I didn't fix the milestone issue that I was having with the infants. I know that there is a mod out there that can actually kind of fix the issue. I don't know. Someone had posted it to me on Twitter. So thank you so much for that. I didn't end up installing it, but I realized I have MC Command Center, which means that I could just cheat all the milestones, which is exactly what I did. And now suddenly they're sticking because Felix can go back in the high chair and eat all of his finger foods and mashed foods and stuff that he could do literally months ago. Also, let's take a look at our calendar really quick. Ignore these celebrity events. We don't care about them. It's fine. But Felix's birthday is in 2 days. He's gonna be a big old toddler. It has been, I feel like we just met Felix, number one. He feels like he's just a little like 6-month-old nugget, but it has been some time. Like if we're really looking at this, it's been a while. It's already fall. I think, was it like springtime that they met? I don't even remember. It's working out great with the timing, okay? But yeah, it is fall. And Felix's birthday is in 2 days. So not only is Jane worried about, finding a new place to live, trying not to impose on her boyfriend, so suddenly into their relationship, right? She's rekindling like an old friendship from high school, which is wonderful. But she just got evicted, from her apartment. And now she also has to worry about her finals today. And her son is supposed to be celebrating a birthday and she's completely broke. And she's just like, what else can happen? Literally, what else could happen? Good or bad at this point. She's like, I don't really know what to make of this whole situation. She's really taking it day by freaking day. But you know what? To start our day, we're going to have Felix try. What did we just click? I don't even remember. What did we just do? What is this new food? We'll figure it out soon. He's going to try a new food because he is a hungry little bug and he loves trying new foods so much. He's liked a majority of them, which you probably saw when I was selecting them. He loved ice cream. Oh, we just gave him ice cream for breakfast. What are we like? Look at that gross little nugget. Yeah. Get it, baby boy. It's so freaking cute. I love the animation so much. This is so accurate with infants, if you're wondering, like 1-year-olds, especially when they're trying to explore new foods and they're in their high chair. They just make a mess. It's adorable. We're also going to try a finger food. Now, he did not like yogurt melts, hated yogurt melts. He was kind of unsure about the peanut butter puffs, which, listen, peanut butter puffs would be my jam. We're going to try some banana slices, I think, this morning as well. He already seems excited about it. Oh, I'm already stoked. Oh, maybe he's unsure. Oh, he just liked banana slices. What does this child like? He doesn't like a lot of finger foods at all. He likes all the smash foods. And I have a feeling he's going to push this right off of the high chair because that's what he did last time he didn't like something. Is he going to do it? There it goes. Okay. Thank you, baby. Oh, and he's upset. He's like, I didn't mean to, but also I hated that food, Mom. He's so upset. Let's see. Betrayed from eating a disliked food. Yucky. Felix didn't like that food at all. The betrayal. This child, he embodies my personality. I would be that dramatic. I would just be like, the betrayal, the actual audacity to give me a food that I don't like. This poor baby. All right, he's going to use his diaper really quick, and then we're just going to go ahead, give him a little diaper change. We do not have a changing table here, so we basically just have to change him like while holding him. The diaper's gonna end up on the floor. I'm not excited about it at all, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and change his diaper really quick because he stinks. Is he actually filthy too? Oh no. Did he have a blowout? Oh, he had a blowout. No, I think he had a blowout. Now we have to give him a bath too. Okay, all right, we'll just give him a bath, throw this diaper out, not a big deal. But yeah, as you can see, life does not pause when bad things happen. And Jane, as I mentioned, is really just going with the flow. It's one day at a time. She's trying to adjust to the fact that she feels like she's imposing on Kingston. And let me also mention, they haven't said I love you like to each other's faces yet. Remember, she kind of passively said it as he left her apartment and he kind of smirked and just left. He hasn't said anything because all of this happened, right? Like all of this nonsense happened and they're just like, let's just settle for the evening and see what tomorrow brings. She's got all of her finals, so of course Kingston is going to be watching Felix for her, as he typically does. And I'm really hoping she has a successful term. And let me also mention that she is halfway. Actually, she'll be more than halfway. At the end of this term, she will be at... Is each course 3 credits or is it 1 credit? Is it 2 credits? So 8, 10? I don't remember. I think last time I looked at her schedule, she had, 2 or 3 terms left? So we'll kind of see at the end of the term today what that ends up looking like, because I just don't recall. But Kingston, on the other hand, because now they're in a combined household, we can kind of sort of swap perspectives, but kind of sort of not. Kingston does not have work today, which is great because, of course, he's watching Felix, so he kind of finagled that. He does work tomorrow, though, from 2 to 9, and Jane actually works from 6 to 10. So there's a little bit of an overlap. Kingston's trying to figure out his, what am I trying to say? What is it called? Not rehearsal, practice. He's trying to figure out his practice schedule so he can go ahead and watch Felix because he knows how important it is that Jane got her job back after quitting and then basically groveling and begging for it back. Her boss, thankfully, was just so nice. You know, they're not super close, or at least Jane never considered them super close, but her boss is actually really sweet and was just like, I understand you have to do what you have to do for your son and, you know, to look out for him, and you're trying to balance school. I can't have, the back and forth happen too often. Like they really tried to kind of lay that down as an expectation of like, if you're going to come back, it has to be considered permanent, unless it's some kind of career move, right? Unless she's moving into a career, because they understand that this was always a temporary thing in that respect. But yeah, there were some stipulations with that, but she was able to get her job back, which was great. Now she's going to put Felix down on his little play mat for now so he can like play with his toys and stuff. And then she does have, it's in 36 minutes. Oh my God. I'm nervous for her. I'm really nervous for her, to be honest with you. I'm really nervous that she has her finals. I don't want it to go poorly. She doesn't seem to be nervous at all right now, which is surprising. But we're just going to get her changed and we're going to have Felix play with his toys so he's entertained. Now that all the milestones are there, he does have the fun need because he actually has to play with toys now because he can sit up and stuff. So yeah, Jane is pretty much getting ready. There's a mirror right here. We're going to have her psych herself up. Let's see if we can boost her confidence before she heads off to her class. I know we won't be able to do the full interaction, but that's okay. And then Kingston's actually going to come out here and he's going to play with Felix, even though he's playing with toys. Oh, he got the Babble milestone. Well, we'll take it for what it is. That's fine. All right, we got 5 minutes. And she's feeling confident. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted her to feel confident before she went off to her finals. And she's like, bye, King. Like, I'll see you later. Bye, Felix, baby. And he's like, don't you worry about us. We're just gonna play. Jane just got home from her finals. The notification said that she put in enough effort to have a decent grade. I'm very worried about her final grades, honestly. I really am. I'm just going to take a quick pause because they might come in suddenly at a certain time. Like it might be in 1 minute, 5 p.m. I don't know. Just a reminder, she does have an A- as a GPA. Like she's doing really, really well, but she did get a subpar grade last term. And I'm really worried about this term as well. But Kingston is just giving Felix a nap, his little afternoon nap. He's actually sleeping pretty late and then he does need to be fed. He needs a diaper change probably pretty soon. Look at this nugget waking up. Look at him waking up. He's like, hey, hello. He's like, yeah, mom's home, like mom is home. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to hand Felix to Jane as well. And he's like, hey, little man, you want to go see mama? No, don't put him down. Okay. All right. I really wanted you to hand him to her, but I guess she can just look at him, look at his mom. He's like, hi, mom. I love you. No. He just blew kisses. My heart. I'm covering my mouth. That was the cutest thing I've ever seen in this game. The scream that I scrumped, everybody. Okay, that was really precious. A gift of love. Felix learned to blow a kiss. The sweetest display of healthy emotional development. Okay. Right. Okay. That was the cutest. That was literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay, right. Anyway, that was so cute. Why was that so cute? All right, what was I going to say? She just did her finals. We're just waiting for the grades to come in. And I don't even know what they're going to do this evening. Basically, Kingston actually spent some of that time while Felix was playing on his playmat as well, doing a little bit of research. He was doing some research on opponents earlier, but I didn't really get a glimpse at the screen. And I don't really know what he was looking up, but he said, leave it to me. We will figure it out, right, with her living situation. So I don't know. I guess we're kind of alluding to something, maybe. Who knows? We are going to change Felix's diaper because he did just use his diaper. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Then we are going to feed him quickly as well. I know that he just woke up from his nap, but we have to go ahead, give him a bottle. I don't know where that diaper went. Where did it go? Hello? Gross. Of course it teleported to the kitchen, the worst place. We're going to give him a bottle though, and it's not quite his bedtime yet, so he's going to have a little bit more playtime. He had a really solid nap as well. But I think in the interim, like Kingston's going to go out and he's going to go for a jog. I think this is quite... I have been interrupted for the best reason. Final grades. Oh, she got A's. Oh, my sweet, sweet, beautiful Jane. She got A's. Forest pathology, think of the trees. A. Flora from land and sea. A. Oh my God, I'm so proud of her. Despite all of this, she still got straight A's. I don't know how she did it. Right, we're going to sign up for another term. Now, she only has 4 classes to graduate. Do we just do 4? Am I okay? I think she's going to do 4 classes, everybody. We're going to knock it out this term. I'm feeling really, really, really bold. No, I'm feeling real bold. I think we're going to do 4 classes. I think it could be a huge mistake, but she just wants to finish. Now let's actually just chat about this. This episode is a little less structured, if you haven't noticed. We're really just kind of trying to see what each day brings our beautiful Sims here. And Jane, of course, has to deal with a lot. So, right. I think 4 classes. Now, bear with me. It has been really hard. She has been trucking through this degree program. She's done 2 courses at a time. This is amidst moving to Evergreen Harbor in the first place, like 6 months to 8 months ago or something like that, right? Like moving here, getting her own place, getting her part-time job, working her part-time job, losing childcare, finding Kingston, kind of overcoming all of these personal hurdles with just intimate relationships and being able to trust someone and kind of letting go of her pride a little bit more. That's been a huge just transformation for her, all while maintaining the 2 courses, getting evicted from her apartment, rekindling an old friendship. Like, I could just keep going on and on. I think 4 classes right now, I feel like in Jane's mind, she's just thinking, you know what? I've endured all of this and I have somehow survived. If I can just push through this last term, everything else will fall into place. Like, I think she's able to let go of the fear just a little tiny bit. And I think it's because she realized that she performed so well this last term. She's like, despite all of that, I still did really well. I came back from getting a poor grade in one of those courses. I proved to myself and for, my professors, and I proved to Kingston and my son that, like, I can do this. So you know what? I'm going to take the plunge, which she's also not used to doing, but she's starting to learn how to do it. She's going to take the plunge and she's like, you know what? I'm just going to finish out this term. I don't want this to drag on for one more term longer than it has to. My course load can be up to 4 courses. I'm just going to do it and I'm going to finish my degree program. I can get into a job faster and I can just like solve all of my problems, right? So that's what we're going to do. We have What Nerve? An examination of nerve systems, advanced anatomy, epidemic, modeling the spread of disease. No, thank you. Circle of Life, advanced ecology. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do at home because there's no additional tuition cost. And it is 260 simoleons. She's going to pay with student loans because, again, I'm trying to be more realistic here. I understand that she is currently technically in a household with Kingston. But for the purposes of storytelling, she's only here for like this evening or yesterday evening, maybe this evening as well, because they haven't even had a chance to talk after all of her finals about what her decision's going to be, whether she's going to stay here with Kingston, move her things in and like get on the lease, which same landlord, but we're not gonna worry about that. Or if she's going to go over to Reagan's and stay with her, with Felix and everything like that. But we're going to pay with student loans and that's that. And now she's in 4 courses in a term and I'm scared. Felix is over there pulling to stand on all the furniture because he's a precious baby. But Kingston and Jane did sit down for dinner. He made dumplings again, vegetable dumplings. And they're just chatting and kind of catching up. She's so excited. And she just got congratulated on her new job. Kingston was just like, congrats on getting your job back, baby. Like, I'm just so proud of you. You're handling this like a champ, You've been tossed into an impossible situation and you are just kicking butt and taking names. Like... And she's like, King, stop. Like, I couldn't do this without you. And I promise, like, we're going to figure out, what the living situation is. And he's like, there's seriously no rush. Figure out what you want to do. Like, there's no pressure for you to stay here. I'd be happy to have you and Felix here. But I also understand that this is still really new for us. And we don't want to rush things if we don't feel that that's the right thing to do. And in the back of Jane's mind, she's like, why do I want to rush things with this man though? Like she's genuinely considering it because here's the thing. I know that this seems like a fairy tale, right? I understand that this may not be the wisest decision for everybody to do, okay? But we're playing The Sims, number 1. And then number 2, I also don't think it would be super wise to just move in with a rekindled acquaintance. You know what I mean? She knows Kingston better than she knows Reagan. Reagan might be acquaintance. That's what it was. Like, I think they're going to be good friends. I think that's where things are headed. But I think that I would have a pretty great concern moving in with someone who I don't know very well whatsoever, compared to just moving in with a boyfriend who I clearly love and trust. Someone who I specifically trust around my child, right? Like, She doesn't know what Reagan's like with children. She doesn't know if she can trust Reagan with her child. And this might seem a little hypocritical considering the fact that she trusted a neighbor that she didn't know at all with her child to begin with. But you know what? Things change. People evolve. Sometimes heads become more clear. Okay. Sometimes when we're not in complete survival mode or in complete desperation and we actually have people to lean on, we might make some different decisions for ourselves and those around us. That's my logic. So they're just kind of talking about that. And to be honest, they're in pretty good spirits. Like Jane, even though she knows that she has a lot of decisions to make in the next day or so, a milestone, hello, she's in really, really good spirits, and she's really proud of what she's been able to accomplish. And Kingston is just kind of like, you know what, I'm proud of you too. And whatever decision you make, I support it. And Felix just unlocked the peekaboo milestone. That was so cute too. Why are infants the cutest freaking beans in this game? All right, it is about time for him to head off to bed. It is 8:30. That is actually perfect timing. So she is going to get him ready for bed while Kingston cleans up after dinner. I think there's a bottle out here. Yeah, there's a bottle from feeding Felix, so he's trying to pick that up as well. But then tomorrow, does she have oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She has so many term papers, number one, and a presentation, and she has to do homework for 3 classes tonight. Oh no. Okay. All right. This is going to be terrible, actually. Everybody, I think I've made a mistake. I'm at least going to get her, she's going to take a bubble bath and, go to the bathroom quick, try to bring those needs up. And Kingston is just going to allow her to work on her homework, and he's going to just chill out. He's going to change into his PJs. He's going to go ahead and just relax on the bed, watch some TV in here instead of watching it out in the living room so Jane can work at the kitchen table and do homework for 3 classes. Oh, I feel really, really bad right now, actually. Maybe this was a mistake. So she has to do it for what nerve, advanced anatomy, and epidemic. All right, so we'll do advanced anatomy, what nerve, and then what was it, epidemic? Yeah, and then she's got another day to work on the other course, so that's at least something. But this is pretty much going to be their evening. Unfortunately, everybody's so busy that they were able to talk over dinner, but then they had to get Felix settled, and now, Kingston respects Jane enough and understands how important school is and what she's doing in this last term and taking on 4 courses that he's like, if she needs the space to do her work, I'm going to give her all of that space. He was like, I will take care of Felix if he wakes up in the middle of the night. Don't worry about it. Do what you got to do. Keep your needs up. Don't run yourself into the ground completely, and let me know how I can help. I'm just popping in real quick because look at Kingston helping Felix eat his Odie oats. I'm not kidding. They're called Odie oats. It's a finger food that Felix hasn't tried yet. Jane is actually at class. Oh my gosh. Well, number one, he disliked them. But can you just look at this child's face? I didn't know they could actually get messy like that. That is so funny. Look at how cute he is. And watch this. Ooh, that sharp depth of field. Oh, I love it here. But look at him. Just gonna take a quick little screenshot because that is... It's literally the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, so he's maybe eating his Odie oats that he didn't really like, but Jane is actually at class. She was up until 5 a.m. doing her homework to prepare for those 3 freaking classes she had today. As you can see, her fun, all-time low. She's hungry. She has basically no energy because she didn't go to bed until 5 o'clock in the morning. It was actually terrible. Kingston, when he got up in the morning to take care of Felix, Jane was basically asleep at the kitchen table, and he woke her up and he was like, oh my God, go to bed if you can, at least for a little while. And she just crawled into bed without saying a word and only slept for a couple of hours. It was actually nuts. Is he blowing bubbles? And he's so angry about disliking the food. This child makes me laugh so much. How do we clean him up? Can we just do clean up? Maybe that'll work? I don't know. All right, and Jane is actually back. Pure chaos today. I don't even know what to do. I think she has class again soon. She has class in 6 hours. And then in 2 minutes. Yeah, she has class in literally 2 minutes. So turn right back around and head to class. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to do this to you. It is a very cool fall day, and like we just saw, Jane was off to her courses and everything. She's got like 2 or 3 back-to-back classes. It's not great. She's probably going to pass out when she gets back to Kingston's. But he took this opportunity to just like pop down into this little neighborhood here down in Evergreen Harbor. He's been up to something. And you know what? We're kind of sort of alternating perspectives here because they basically are in the same household now. So we're gonna look at what Kingston's really been up to. He's been out with Felix for a couple of hours now, and he may or may not be looking at some of these more so affordable houses down in this little neighborhood here for him and Jane. I'm just saying, I'm also checking in on her. She has class in 5 hours. Oh, thank goodness. Pause. This is going to make you sick, but get ready. Boom. That made me a little bit sick. I'm never going to do that again. Anyway, I'm going to have her just go to sleep for a while because she has 5 hours until class, and then we're going to head back to Kingston here. But you can see he's got Felix. He's got Felix on his back, who seems to be having a grand old time. I think he's a little bit tired, so maybe what we'll do is we'll have him, not babble. I want him to maybe try to sleep if he can. I know we can do that in here, right? Try to go night-night. Yeah, we're going to try to do that because he's a little bit tired. He's kind of missing his early morning nap from being out with Kingston. But yeah, Kingston was actually out and about in this neighborhood here. He's down by this cool sculpture. I thought that was kind of nice, like down near the, what's it called? The canal? We're gonna call this a canal? Yeah, Canal Corner, right? I get it now, I get it. But he was looking at some homes down on this street. You know, it's not a bad neighborhood by any means. It's just a little less cared for. You know, there's this little area that he's heard is likely gonna become a park in the next like couple of years or something like that. In the next couple of months, they're actually going to start construction. So that's really exciting to him, because he is hoping that he can potentially secure maybe this house. That's right. Kingston is looking to buy a house. He's looking to buy a house. And no, he's not just looking to buy a house for himself. You know, he is, we've said this multiple times before, we talked about this so much, that he's a professional hockey player. He has funds at his disposal. Like he doesn't worry about money. He doesn't have to, but he's always lived very modestly because of his upbringing. You know, he grew up with a single parent and money was always tight. Having the ability to purchase whatever he would like and give to those that he cares about has been his way of kind of giving back. And kind of, I would say it keeps him grounded. He knows how quick it could be for him to slide into this like mindset or this lifestyle of just, I don't know, allowing money to kind of control what he does in a way. So he tries to kind of keep it out of his mind and really just pay his bills, live modestly, and give back to people. I think that's kind of how Kingston has dealt with his situation and then his success and kind of the dichotomy between the two of those things. So, yeah, he is looking to buy a house, but the twist is he's not buying it. He's actually not buying it for him and Jane. He's literally just looking to buy it for Jane and Felix. He wants to buy it. He wants to put it in her name. And that way it'll be far more affordable for her when she gets her new job, when she's done with university, to just pay, like, theoretically, the bills and taxes, right? No mortgage, no house payment, no nothing. Like, he's like, I want to try to make this as painless for her and Felix as humanly possible. And you might be thinking, like, that is quite a grand gesture. And it is. And I think he knows this too. But as we kind of realized last time we were focusing on Kingston, is he loves this woman so much. And he thought about it a lot, basically, over the past couple of days. He was kind of thinking about this before, to be completely honest, but it solidified it when everything happened with Jane in the first place and getting evicted. But he was basically thinking, you know, even if this didn't work out between us, this isn't about me and her. This is just about her. This is about helping someone out that I care about and giving them a foundation that, you know, he didn't have growing up, right? Like, he had to work, not that Jane hasn't had to work hard. She's working her butt off. But he's like, if I can give Felix that lift, if I can give Jane that lift, if I can just say, don't worry about your housing situation, right? If I can just do that for them, you know, imagine what difference that could make in their lives, like, and how amazing it could be to watch them flourish. And again, he's not thinking about himself. He's like, I don't care if this works out between us. I don't care what this means for us in the future or anything, you know, it's just, I want them to be okay. And of course he hasn't talked to Jane about this yet. They haven't even had the opportunity to. But yeah, he's pretty much made a decision on what property he's going to purchase. And he's really hoping that when he brings this to Jane's attention, she won't, like chase him down the street or curse him out. Because that's a really big purchase for somebody, you know what I mean? It's a pretty nuts gesture. But he's hoping it turns out okay. He's just laughing at himself like, you're nuts, man, but you're gonna do it, aren't you? Let me just be frank, I'm surprised this didn't happen like 10 times over already. Genuinely surprised. Not surprised it happened now by any means. Really not shocked here. Jane just took a shower, went to the bathroom, got home from work because she had to work her first shift back at work after her back-to-back 3 classes today, and she passed out in the hallway. And Kingston was just making dinner, and he's like, Janie? Are you all right? And as per usual, we are going to go ahead and end this episode with Jane doing homework. I mean, what else does she do aside from eat, sleep, take care of Felix, do homework, and work, right? This is where we're going to end it. There's so much that's going to happen in the next episode. I cannot wait to share it with you all. I'm so excited. But no more spoilers. That's about it. We have enough hints, right? We're going to see how this goes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Platonic. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. And I'll talk to you next time I post an episode. Bye.